Howdy y'all, welcome to Lax Lives. I think it's time to play a little Minecraft. Alright. So, uh, this isn't what I had planned for today, but I found myself wandering down in some caves again. Um, I I intended to work on the lava park some more today. And we might make it back out there. I don't know yet. I just found a hole in one of my caves I hadn't been through yet, and thought I would give it a quick glance over to see if if there was anything useful down in here I might could lay claim to. Mostly iron. That's what I'm looking for. Hey, you're not useful. Oh crap. You're not useful. Oh, come on. I hate these little zombies, man. They're so hard to hit. Is that gold? That looks like gold. That's not what I'm after. I don't want the gold. I definitely don't want the creepers. Be gone, foul denizens of the dark. Um... It's like some crazy... Oop. I saw those red eyes. Get out of here. Some crazy cavage going on here. So, I guess I normally talk about our D&D session for the week with the family. And today went alright. I probably skipped a little more than I wanted to, but I wanted to get done with at least the first floor of the academy. I know we've, they actually struck XP enough for their new level today. But there is no way for them to gain a new level at the moment with the... That's not true. That's not true. I've just got some I don't know. We kind of started this thing that we thought was fun, and so this is the first time it's affected us like this, and so I think I've ruled that, as the DM, and everybody agrees, that, like, two of us are at a point where we could take stat upgrades. Increase our strength, increase our whatever. And I think that one's probably okay to hit that level on the run, because it's not going to make that big a difference. But anything that adds actual skill is going to require hitting someone who understands the skill and can train you in it a little bit. Because the way the game works, if you've never played, is when you go up a level, you might gain a whole new ability that you've never had before. It's an RPG, you know how RPGs work, and so I find it weird that you're just like going along and all the. I don't know what's going on with that waterfall, but it's creeping me out. If this wasn't, this game wasn't pretty set in how it works, I'd swear there was a giant just went up that waterfall. I don't know what the heck I saw climbing that waterfall. Heck, I think I still see it climbing the waterfall. What the heck is that? What are you? What's happening here? Oh, and then it fell out and hit me. No! No! Now I can't even see what it was. It's all shiny. It's like a super-powered zombie. I don't even know where that was at. Man. I think I just lost all my stuff. Let's see if we can figure out where I was at. I don't know if I can. But, so, anyways. I'm not sure what that was. It was weird looking. I had to see what it was. I had to. I had no choice. Alright. I'm pretty sure I went into that cave system here. And so I find it weird to be like, oh yeah, suddenly I know how to do all this strategy, even though I've never used any strategy points that I didn't have available before until this exact moment. Alright, now we gotta figure out where I saw a tunnel that wasn't lit up. Thanks. Well, it wasn't that, because that's too tiny. Was it this one? No, because this is coming into the cave. It was definitely a going out of the cave thing. Oh, I think... You know, I do remember going through the tunnels. This ends in lava. Hold on, I gotta find the right tunnel. I did pick a tunnel and go into it. I think it was this way. Although I totally didn't get that lava, or that iron. I'm pretty sure this is the way I went. And then I came up through here. Yep. And then I put this in here. And then I went down this way. And here's where I put the water down. We just saw this. And then I must have went up here. Right, because there's that gold. And then there's my stuff. Awesome. What's not here, though, is whatever that creepy thing was that killed me. Let's get my gear back on. Sword. Pickaxe. Shovel. Food. Already got dirt blocks. Bow. Torches. I'm disappointed, man. I'm disappointed I don't get to see whatever that was. Some kind of super armored zombie, it looked like. Anyways, so I've kind of we kind of did this thing where they have a base that they go to that's run by professionals. They're mercenaries basically, and they get hired to do specific missions, and I mean, they get to choose the mission they accept, so... And they don't have to take a mission at all. They could just leave the group if they wanted, but they haven't chosen to do that yet. And, at level 1, right, you're your class. So they just start at level 1. There's no thing there, but as they go up in their levels... You know, like the druid gains more, well, Yeah, I don't want to be there. That was horrible there. There was skeletons and creepers and witches and... Ah. Uh-oh. Now I'm out of arrows. And so, the druid goes into a meditation in a Fey Grove to get her abilities. The monk goes to see the monk master. The fighter goes to either see a dual wield specialist or a strategist if they're going up a level in their subclass, which is based on strategies. So we just hit enough XP to go up to the next level today, and I'm like, okay, well, here's the deal. I'm like, I kind of want to stick with what we've been doing, and they're fine with it. So, if the fighter, like my fighter, I also play fighter with the group. If my fighter is probably going to take a feat. And so it is going to have to be done in a manner where I get training in whatever it is, because I don't think I need a skill point increase at this moment. And but the other fighter, he's thinking of taking points, skill increased, and so I told him I'd be fine if he wanted to take his level now. And I'm actually probably going to arrange it so the druid can take her skill or her level up too before this is over. But my fighter and the other monk in the group is not going to be able to do our levels until later. In fact, because they hit that next level, I have got to go level up an NPC. Well, not an NPC, but a new character who's going to join them shortly. Who I thought was going to join them at level 5, but I don't lay out the levels ahead. Let me try that again. I've got maps, so I have a general idea of what I'm doing, even though I don't necessarily always follow the maps. Like today, I rewrote whole sections of the map because I came up with an idea, and I wanted to play it that way instead of the way it was laid out ahead of time. And so, yeah, so I don't like have the XP amounts mapped out that it's gonna be or anything like that. And so I was hoping they would get through here before they hit the next level, or it'd be really close to the end, so it wouldn't make a big difference. But no, we totally hit the next level today, and we've got at least 3 or 4 more sessions, I think, before we're done with just this section of what I want to do. And so I wanted to get back to wow, I totally lost my train of thought there. So there's a couple of more things I want to do before we make it back to the city. That's what I was trying to say. And so I'm not sure what we're gonna do, seeing as how we've hit level. Well, like I said, I'm pretty sure the one fighter wants to take skill increase. He said today, possibly. I do need to talk to him if he's gonna take feats though, because I've got some additional additional potential feats that I'm gonna allow. Because the game is not dissimilar from a computer game, right? Like you get a computer game, and you got your computer game, and it's going along fine, and then they patch, and things change. And so there are sort of patches available for the game, and so I have been looking at some of them, and I do feel that there is potential for taking advantage of some of the patched stuff. Not all of it, though. I don't like all of it. There's some of it I will not allow. But I know, like, with him as a dual wielder, I'm not sure how much of it will fit in with what he wants to do. But I definitely want to put together a new feat guide for the group, because the feats that are available, which is like a new ability, like if you want to dual wield weapons, you can, but your offhand weapon doesn't get to take advantage of your strength or your dexterity or stuff like that. And so if you take a specific fighting style, as the various fighter types that are allowed to take fighting styles, well, then suddenly you can take advantage of how strong you are or how fast you are, based on whatever weapon it is. But on another thing that's available to everyone is a feat called, I don't know what it's called, but it lets you dual wield with heavier weapons, and so you're not just stuck with like 2 daggers. You could fight with 2 long swords if you wanted, and so that's available to everybody. So that's like a whole new ability added onto the class, and that you're playing. And so there's a lot of them, but they're shared by everybody, sort of. They're minimum requirements. Like you can't take a feat that lets you cast spells better if you can't cast spells. I mean, that just makes sense. And so they released a whole bunch of new ones that I want to look at, because some of them I don't like, and since they are new, they're considered untested material, like a beta. And so it'll be interesting to go through all that when I get the time here before our next session, and see if he wants to take one of the feats and wait, or if he wants to take his skill points. And basically going up a level now for him, taking skill points is just going to give him more hit points. It won't actually make the game any particularly easier, because, man, when he gets slammed and knocked down to the ground, like today, it wouldn't have made a difference. An extra 8 hit points or whatever, not going to make a difference when you're getting hit for 20, 30 damage. One more hit will knock you down? I think, I know the one time he got hit for, I want to say it was close to 30 damage. And, we're running around with like 50 hit points at this point. So, 30 damage is a lot. And so, I'm not, because I brought these with me. Not on purpose, I just happen to have them with me. But yeah. So let's see if I can tell what happened today before we run out of time here. Oh, I put that right on top of the iron. So last week we were fighting in the undead city, and hopefully when we're all done, though, it won't be an undead city. It'll just be a city ruled by undead vampire leader, which is fine. He's a nice guy, ish. He's a neutral evil guy, or a lawful evil guy, and which is basically the alignment for politicians. And which just means you use the rules to get what you want for yourself. And as long as you stay within the rules, it's all fine. So he's mostly that. And so, you know, he's not a horrible dude. He's just a leader of a city. If we can free it from the clutches of the undead wizard / maybe on its way to being a lich, not to the point where he's removed his soul from his body, but heading that direction. I'm sure they'll get rid of him before he can become a lich. Yeah, so last week they made it into... there's only a few buildings left in the city they're standing, because everything bad that happened to the city happened 450 years ago or so. The vampire actually was not there when it happened, but it's his family's ancestral city, and they were ruling the city when the bad stuff happened. And the bad stuff basically being this crazy wizard decided he should be in charge and destroyed most of the city, trying to free it from the clutches of the nobility kind of thing. Although he's a horrible dude, so there's a little bit of torture going on in my game today because of the bad guy. Not people, sort of, but he's been experimenting on magics and trying to make himself more powerful. And one of those magics he's exploring is some of the fey creatures from the nearby Fey Grove. And so they witnessed one of his henchmen just torturing the Fey that are in his cages for fun today. Which is how the druid's going to get back into... dang it. I need out of here. I'm just going to dig my way out, I think, at this point. There is a Fey Grove nearby, which the druid could use to go up a level. The problem is that the monk attacked the Fey Guardian last week, and so now they are banished from the grove. And so I think, well, I've already decided, if they manage to free the Dryad and the other Fey creatures, which are like fairies and pixies and fairy dragons, and I'm going to throw in some blights, they're called. They're little wood creatures like tiny treants, which I know are supposed to be evil, but they're not going to be evil in my thing. And there's a treant in there as well, a small one. If they can manage to get them out, then the Dryad will give the druid her mark of approval so that she can re-enter the grove. And that way she can do her level, because her level actually has some things involved besides just getting extra hit points. Because if the fighter takes something that doesn't just give him extra hit points, he can't go up his level either. Just extra hit points, though, I don't care about. That's not a new ability. That's, you know. So, yeah, I think she should be able to get in there and get her actual level, because her level is a little more important to us than everybody else's levels, because, like, I don't know what the monk gets or the rogue gets, but they're not that important at level 6. But our only caster gaining access to more spell slots gonna help us. And especially since she's our emergency healer. Um, and and like I said, my fighter, I might let them just go up the HP part, and then have to wait if they take a skill instead of just a skill point. Because skill point just changes your stats; it doesn't give you new abilities. And but yeah, so they got into the academy today, and they fought last week outside the academy. So they cleared like a stables and a like a gardening shed full of werebores, the, which is kind of a joke. Werebores aren't a joke. In fact, they almost died to the werebores today. But the guy who plays, or well, it's my nephew. So the kid who plays the monk decided in our first game to go off on his own and try and kill a boar. And so when he tried to kill the boar, he got one-shotted by the boar. And so I left him unconscious and had the boar wander off rather than kill him. And so I have added the were-boars. We kept calling them war bears today. Were-boars, not war bear. I basically added them to the undead city as a joke because he is always saying how he wants to fight boars because they're his arch enemy. And because he's actually been knocked out twice by boars, just regular boars at this point, which is hilarious. And okay, I'm gonna take. Yeah, yellow wool, definitely what I'm after here. Not orange terracotta. I don't want terracotta. All right, let's get this red concrete powder here converted over. So this is what I was thinking for my little tourist attraction here that I'm working on is yeah, I think this is just one round here. Oh man, every time. I really needed to kick out one more time there. It's alright though. We'll just leave it like that. So this is what I was thinking was I'm going to use some red and some orange and some yellow concrete along with my white concrete to kind of build a walkway along the edge of the lava, and so I think just red, orange, and yellow would be too colorful. And so I am going to, most of it will probably be white with some additional red, yellow, and orange. But I figure if we do like, maybe if I put it like right here. Whoops. But yeah, so they got into the academy today, and I had them witness a large party of... Nope. You know what? I actually want this down lower because I want them to be able to have a full view here. So we'll do this here. Okay, well, this is definitely way too far out here, so let's take this out. And that's like 2 blocks to the other side, so 2 blocks, so yeah, and then we'll run it that way on both sides. But yeah, so they got down into the academy today, and they got on the first floor, and they wound up in there taking out one big group of werebores, and they kind of skipped 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know what? I should probably count how many actual blocks go through here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Man, why is it always even on me? That's horrible. Nobody wants the pillar right in the middle. Let's do this. 1, 2, 3. Yes! Let's put a torch. We'll do the same thing from this side. 1, 2, 3. And then this way, I can glass this in, and no one gets hurt from the lava. And then this will be actual floor here. You know what? Now that I'm down here, I kind of want to raise this up. Because I feel like you get a better view if you are 1 block higher than 1 block lower. Yeah, definitely get a better view from up here. So I am going to raise this up to this level. So none of this needs to be here. But yeah, they got in there and they fought a bunch in the kitchen and went through the kitchen area. Fought some minor undead that I threw in there just for something to do. Otherwise, the entire first floor was nearly empty. And then they fought the big thing for today. Although it didn't kill them. It didn't come as close to killing them as the werebores did. It was much more powerful. It just didn't. It didn't get as many turns as the werebores did. And they fought a clay golem, which felt right about the right level for them. It's pretty powerful, and they for just one on the group, it felt like it was a good fit for a fight. But man, I didn't realize how hard the thing hits. It was impressive. It was because you roll to see if it hits, and then you roll to see how hard it hits, and its 2-hit was a how big is this one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh. Its 2-hit was an 8, which is pretty massive. And I mean, the players don't have a 2-8 most of the time. Although my one player has a plus 11, which is pretty crazy. But then he's also topped that with an ability that subtracts 5 from that, so that he can do more damage. So he doesn't really hit that often. just when he does, he hits really hard. And yeah, it's been pretty fun what we've been doing. Okay, now I think I'm gonna bring this out 3 more here. And then I'll wall this across here. Oh. Yeah, I got plenty of white concrete. Dang it, stop putting down torches. And then on this side, I'll build this up a little more. And I'm going to put, like, benches and stuff on this side of it. But, see, this is a lot closer on this side, because this is the tourist attraction walkway. And then, like, here will be one open tunnel, and then down here will be an open tunnel. But I think that'll be cool. A little tourist attraction in the city here. So, but yeah, they fought their way through. They saw the giant atrium that the evil wizard created. They also found the first clue regarding the upcoming character that will be joining them today, which is pretty fun. And they actually got 2 clues for her today, both of them involving her tattoos. She has tribal markings which mark her from the same tribe as one of the other characters, and then she has her patron tattoos because she's a warlock. So I think that should be pretty cool coming up. But yeah, they didn't die. It only came close. In fact, the one round, the one guy got knocked out, which means reduced to 0 hit points. Got healed. The next round attacked, killed one of the bad guys, and then got knocked out again, and then healed, and then knocked out again. So it was pretty touch and go for him. One of the other guys also got knocked out a couple times. I think the rogue got knocked out once, and my guy got knocked out once, and I think the healer ended one round at 1 hit point. So it was that was all the werebores, man. They hit really hard at the beginning of our game tonight, and I thought we were gonna have to run for it, but we managed to pull it out. So, all right, with that, click like if you like, subscribe, be sure and catch the next one, and I will talk to you. Let's see if we can get a good view of this later.